Hey there, Pipers. Thanks for tuning in to the first Piper Report of the school year. We are very excited to be back and reporting to you about all that's happening on campus. While we might have been inactive during the summer, a lot of changes have evolved on this campus, like the addition of a new sport recreation court and a Subway restaurant. A handful of students also stayed on campus to conduct summer research opportunities. Take a look.
My name is Andrew Brady. I'm going to be a senior, and I'm a communication studies and music arts double major. My research project is to trace a particular music composition technique back through history and kind of find where it originated. And once I find those influences and kind of create the equivalent of like a musical family tree, I'm going to use what I've learned constructing that to apply to an original score that I'm writing for Hamline University Theater's upcoming production of Macbeth this fall.
This is actually my second year doing summer research here with the chemistry department. Second year working with a drug known as rohypnol. You might know it a little bit more as roofies. It's kind of the club drug, sexual assault. It's been associated with that. Our goal is to figure out whether caffeine and or ethanol inhibits the breakdown of roofies in your body. One thing that I learned is, how to interact with the professors, which is really nice. Besides that, there's a lot of skills from the lab classes that I've taken away. My biochemistry class, we talked about the kinetics, so that's the rates that I was talking about earlier. We can see what form of inhibition the caffeine or ethanol is using, and that ties directly into the stuff I learned in Biochemistry 1, ties directly into a lot of the things I'm learning in class. My advisor, Dr. Masterson, he is a great resource. He's there in the lab with me pretty much every day, offering words of encouragement when he sees I'm down. He's there always to talk about interpretation of the data in case, some weird stuff sometimes goes on. It's research.
And while a lot of exciting things happen this summer, students are gearing up for what the fall semester will bring.
I'm really excited about the women's soccer team. We are 4-0-1 with the best record in the MIAC and no goals against.
All the on-campus events that we get to do throughout the semester.
The thing I'm most excited for this year is to be Manor Hall Council Treasurer, because it'll be a great experience for the future, and to be a leader on Hamline University campus.
So I'm most excited about my family law class this term because it's going to be really interesting, and I think the class will have a really interesting perspective. We've already spent a week going over marriage barriers as they apply to transsexuals, so I think I'm really interested to see where this class goes this term.
I think I'm most excited for just being able to experience this year because last year was so filled with experiences and like every single day was just a new thing. So I think that this fall semester I'm just excited to experience those things that I haven't even thought about yet.
Washington Monthly has again recognized Hamline University in its annual college rankings. Hamline ranked first in Minnesota and 18th nationwide in its category of top master's universities. For the 14th consecutive year, Hamline University remains the top-ranked Minnesota university in its class, according to U.S. News & World Report magazine's America's Best Colleges edition. But why is Hamline number one? This is what some students said.
Welcoming.
Opportunity.
The great professors.
Great professors. Home.
Inclusive and academic.
Diverse.
Pretty awesome.
A warm community.
Is an accepting family.
Friendly and involved.
Challenging but enriching.
Good leaders.
Fiercely idealistic.
Beautiful green space.
Comfortable atmosphere.
Supportive advisors.
It's charismatic and unique.
The sports court.
Intimate small classes.
You can really be yourself.
Hello Pipers, many of you have seen these portraits in the Anderson Center. They are part of the Piece of My Mind exhibit by John Noltner and hosted by the Wesley Center. Piper Report had the opportunity to talk with the artist.
My message behind A Piece of My Mind is just to encourage people to see beyond the labels that we use in our lives. I think so often we meet somebody, we hear the first few words out of their mouths and we sort of categorize them. We attach a label to them, and it's sort of our shorthand excuse to stop thinking about who they are as a person. My big message with A Piece of My Mind is to encourage people to see beyond those labels, to take the time to hear the bigger story and see the humanity in each person. And I was able to connect with several classes and able to connect with the spirituality scholars. The goal is just to not give people the answer to the meaning of peace, but the goal is to encourage them to join the conversation. You know, to make this an active part of dialogue so that together we can explore different ways to work towards a more just and peaceful world. I sit down with people and I ask them these series of really simple questions. You know, on the surface they seem simple, but they very quickly sort of get into some very interesting dialogue. I ask people what peace means to them, how they work towards peace in their lives, and some of the obstacles that they encounter along the way. So when we start talking about peace, we very quickly get at the core of what we value as individuals, you know, what's important to us as society. So we talk about peace, but it also gives us a chance to talk about all kinds of other issues that are attached to that, like race and gender issues, immigration rights, international policy. It's a doorway to access all kinds of interesting conversations. You know what, the project will be here on campus through the end of September, but the stories also exist online at apieceofmymind.net, and so people can go to the website and they can listen to all of the stories as podcasts and hear the people share their own stories in their own words.
You hear that? That's the sound of pride. Welcome to the Piper Pit.
It's an opportunity for the Hamlin community to come together and support Hamlin athletics.
You can buy one of our $5 Piper Pit shirts at any Code Red sporting event and wear it to the rest of the games for the rest of the year and show your Piper spirit.
Until next time, I'm Jack Bryan, here at Kloss Field. Expect big things from the Piper Pit.
On October 19th at 9 in the morning, Hamlin University will be partnering with Fox 9 News to host a live televised debate. Governor Mark Dayton and challenger Jeff Johnson will square off at this debate and will be moderated by Fox 9 TV. The audience will be small, but Fox 9 has given the majority of seats at the debate to the Hamlin community. If you are a current Hamlin student or employee and would like your name to be put in the drawing for one of those seats, please send an email to foxdebate@gmail.com.